Okay, quick question. When you speak English, are you translating in your head first?
Honestly, sometimes, yeah. Why?
Because today we're debating that. Translation or thinking directly in English. Which one actually works better? Oh, this one's personal for me. Let's go.
Let's find out who's really fluent here.
Okay, my starting point, translation is a safety net. When you're not sure what to say, you go back to your first language, find the idea, and translate it. It's normal. It's logical.
Logical, sure, but slow. If you're translating every sentence, you're always one step behind the conversation. Not always. For beginners, it's actually necessary. You can't just think in English if you don't have the words yet. True, but at some point, doesn't that habit start holding you back? Okay, maybe. For beginners, it helps. For advanced learners, it can slow you down.
Exactly. That's the whole problem with translation. It works at the start, but it becomes a habit that's hard to break. Wait, so you're saying translation is basically training wheels? Kind of, yeah. Helpful at first, but you have to take them off eventually. Okay, but here's my counterpoint. Translation keeps your meaning accurate. If you skip it, you might say something that sounds fine in English, but means something totally different from what you meant.
That's fair. I've definitely heard learners say something a little off because they were thinking in English but missing the right word. Right. Translation protects meaning. Thinking in English protects speed. It's a trade-off. Okay, let me give you an example. Imagine you're ordering coffee. If you're translating, you're thinking, I want. In my language, that's... Okay, how do I say that in English? By the time you finish, the barista's already confused. Painfully accurate. But if you're thinking in English, you just say, can I get a medium latte? No translation step. It just comes out. Okay, that's a strong example. But building that skill takes time. You can't just decide to think in English one day. True, it takes practice, a lot of listening, a lot of exposure. But that's exactly why relying on translation forever keeps people stuck. Okay, I'll admit that one stings a little. It's not an insult, though. Everyone starts with translation. The question is whether you eventually let it go.
All right, my turn to bring something strong. Translation isn't just useful for beginners. It's useful for precision. Think about legal documents, medical instructions, business contracts. You want exact meaning there, not a feeling of the right words. Okay, that's actually a really good point. I wasn't thinking about professional situations. Right. In situations where mistakes are costly, translation protects you. Thinking in English is great for casual conversation, but it's risky when precision really matters. Okay, I have to give you that one. So maybe it's not always translate or never translate. Maybe it depends on the situation. Exactly. Casual chat, thinking in English wins. Formal or technical situations, translation wins. That actually makes a lot of sense. Fluency isn't just speed. It's also knowing when accuracy matters more. And thinking in English isn't magic either. It's built from tons of translation in the early stages. You don't skip that step. You grow out of it slowly. True, nobody wakes up one day just thinking in English. It's a gradual shift. So, where does this leave us?
Honestly, I don't think either side fully wins. Yeah, translation builds accuracy and gets you through the early stages. And thinking in English builds speed and natural conversation flow, but it takes real exposure and time to get there. Maybe the real goal isn't choosing one forever. It's starting with translation and slowly training your brain to need it less. Translate when you need precision. Think in English when you want to sound natural and fast. Not a dramatic ending again, huh? Nope. But it's the honest one. So now it's your turn. Do you usually translate in your head, or do you think directly in English? Team translation
or team thinking in English? Drop your answer in the comments and tell us one moment when translating helped you or slowed you down. We'll be reading every comment. In English, obviously. No translating allowed. Hey!